Aldemar Groot. I'm the CEO of NHTherapeutics. And NHTherapeutics is a pharmaceutical company that's based in Toronto, and it has combined a drug product with a novel drug delivery technology that's being used to treat conditions that are characterized by a decrease in hormonal levels.
All right, and when did you start the company? What's the story behind it?
We started a company 2.5 years ago. Initially, we started a company out of Chicago and the Netherlands, and then we sort of consorted our efforts and moved the company to Canada because of the more favorable environment in Canada.
What do you think is happening right now in Canada that does make this a more favorable environment for a business like yours?
Well, sort of a couple of things. So first of all, you have a very favorable tax environment, and specifically for pharmaceutical companies that rely on R&D drug development. And for that you have a huge tax break from the government. So that's one. In addition to that, you have some great resources in Canada, like academic institutions, contract research organizations, hospitals, that are all consorted in certain centers like Toronto that we can take advantage of.
So you've been around for a little while. How do you, from this point on, take your next step and continue to grow the business?
So from this point forward, we're funded through angel investors. So as a next step, we target more venture capital type funding to now further develop the compound, to bring it to the clinic, and to bring it to the market.
What about the technology behind the business? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So the drug product itself is a generic compound that we have basically taken and reformulated into an oral spray. So it's a drug product that can be delivered orally, and that again can be used to increase hormonal levels. This is very different from competitive compounds, which are being applied through a patch, as an injectable, through a gel. The reason for that being that competitive compounds have a liver effect if you were to administer those compounds orally. Our compound does not do that. So we don't have a severe liver effect, and therefore we safely increase hormonal levels without some of the side effects that are typically being seen.
So who is your typical user?
So it's interesting. I mean, we all have a decrease in hormonal levels as we get older. So starting around age 35 or so, both men and women start to experience a decrease in hormonal levels, which is perfectly natural. It's a biological process, nothing to be concerned about. However, a percentage of the population has a severe decrease as they age. In addition to that, you have certain disease states that induce a decrease as well. So we intend to target that patient population that experiences this decrease, this severe decrease in hormonal levels, and that is a condition called hypogonadism. So specifically, we intend to treat patients that are suffering from hypogonadism.
How do you get the word out to those patients about what you guys do?
That's an excellent question. So there are certain support networks that these patient groups target and that reach out to this patient population. There's certain physicians that specialize in this condition that again spread the word for this particular patient population. And then beyond that, once we reach the market, we need a marketing and sales force to more specifically and broadly address this patient group.